Hey everybody, welcome to my first YouTube video. My name is Brenna. I am relatively new to cash budgeting. My husband and I just started this journey in January of 2023, so we are really green. I am 34 years old. I'm a mother of two. My husband and I live in the Midwest, and we kind of just recently discovered that how we were doing our budgeting was just not going to work for us and we needed to do something new. So, welcome. I figured I would just kind of get right into it. Not much of a talker. It's going to take me a little bit to get used to talking to myself. So just kind of give you a quick breakdown of our budgeting. My husband and I both get paid bi-weekly. However, we don't get paid on the same bi-weekly schedule. My husband gets paid on kind of your classic every other Friday schedule. My work pays us the 15th of the month and the last day of the month. So right now, we're really just budgeting by paycheck. Most of our cash envelope variable expenses, as far as like gas and groceries, gets taken out on his paycheck, since his is a little bit more consistent than mine, and mine is really just kind of the filler for the rest of the month. We do stuff our bills at this point. I am 1 month ahead, so I'm very thankful for that. Hooray for taxes this year. That was a big help. But yeah, I kind of figured we'll just kind of get right into it and give you an idea of what our budget breakdown is. So I printed out this little sheet. My name's Brenna, my husband's name is Hogan, and this is Hogan's paycheck, plus a little extra buffer that we had in our account this month. Since we are so new to this, it makes me a little nervous to have too much money in the bank. That sounds kind of silly. But we're big swipers, we're big online purchasers, and I don't trust us, I guess, at least for the first year or so, to have a large buffer in our account. So I went ahead and took out a little bit extra, just to kind of get us down to where we wanted to be to keep ourselves accountable for our spending. So this does not include very much like what we leave in the bank for gas and groceries. I tried the taking cash out and paying cash for gas and groceries for a little while, and we really discovered it is not ideal for us. I hate getting out and going into the gas station to pay for gas. And so it's just a lot easier to use our card. I know, how much we're budgeting for gas and groceries, and it's fine. I also prefer to buy groceries like on online pickup, like at Walmart or whatever. So can't really do that with cash either. And so it's more convenient for us, and it's been working really well to just leave gas and groceries in our account, and then have our other, variable expenses or cash envelopes in my wallet. My husband works from home, so he claims he doesn't need any cash, and I'm fine with that also. So let's just kind of get right into it, and we'll keep answering things as things go. All right, so today we are going to be stuffing actually a total of $1,700. So that extra $40 that we got paid is actually gonna stay in our bank and go towards gas. So it's a total of $1,700 today. So we're gonna go ahead and count this out, see how we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 859, 950, 1,000. Let's see. 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. 20, 40, 60, 80, 420. So 420, 1420. 430, 440, 450, 460, 470, 480, 490, 500, 510, 520, 530, 540, 550, 560, 570, 580, 590, 600, 610. That is an ugly, ugly 10. So we have 610, 615, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 690. I went ahead. Fix it in a minute. So 690, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 1700. All right, let me take a look at this. Make sure I have this right. Yep. I bought this, and it came with one little section cut out. So we'll just put our ones behind here, and we'll start. All right. So I always like to start with my bills. So like I said, we stuff bi-weekly. So as of right now, how I'm doing this is I'm kind of just sectioning out, like my husband pays for half of our bills and I pay for the other half. I'm thinking of changing it, but I'm not 100% sold on how I want to do that yet. Because we get paid on different days, it never lands exactly perfect. You know, sometimes we both get paid on the same day, and sometimes it's like he gets paid and then we have to wait another week and a half until I get paid. It's really inconvenient, to be totally honest. So we'll see how I feel about that. But anyway, so we are on the second half of my husband's bills. So we're gonna go ahead and do $630 for our mortgage. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 620. What did I do here? Oh, I put the 10s in 2 different spots. That's why I was missing one. Typical. Okay. Let's say I thought I still had enough. So we have 620, 630. I'm going to give it the ugly bill because bills get ugly bills. So put this all together. Okay. So now we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 100, 1,200, 20, 40, 50, 60. So $1,260. That is our full mortgage payment. So that will be good to go to be pulled at the end of the month. Utilities, I combine our utilities. So like our garbage, our electricity, and I think I include internet in here. And then another thing about our utilities right now is we're focusing a lot on debt reduction. So when I was first planning our budgeting, I actually over budgeted for trash. I thought we got billed every other month, but it turns out it's quarterly. So what my husband and I decided to do is just leave our utilities budget the way that it is, because that's kind of what we've become accustomed to. But what we're going to do is obviously we're only going to pull how much we need to pay in utilities, and so that extra money will go to extra debt, and I'll talk about that more in a little bit. So utilities is getting 193, so we'll do 100, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's add this all together. Easier for myself here. Okay, so in utilities now we have 100, 200, 250, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. So 386, which, like I said, is way more than we need, but we won't be pulling all that for utilities this month. So subscriptions, I also combine a lot of subscriptions. This includes Netflix, Audible, Kindle. I'm a big reader. And then my husband is really big into weightlifting and strength training, and so he has like an exercise subscription that creates workout plans for him, and so that is also included in here. So today we are getting 68, so we'll do 50, 60, 65, 6, 7, and 8. No, it's convenient. Okay. So, and these are, this also includes a couple of Amazon things. I think my Paramount is included in this through Apple. I think that's it. So anyway, subscriptions now has 50, 100, 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. Nope. Nope. Let's try that again. Goodness. I have small hands, so I'm not very dexterous when it comes to bills. So anyway, subscriptions now has 50, 100, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 70, 71, 72, 73. All right. Let's see, yearly subscriptions is, oh, now I know why that was all messed up. In the same envelope, I have yearly subscriptions and regular subscriptions. So we're gonna actually just combine this. I'm gonna do my $9 for yearly subscriptions. This includes my Amazon Prime and Microsoft, I think, is the other one in there. I have an Apple computer, and so you have to buy Microsoft Office. So these are combined now. So let's do the total. Sorry. 50, 100, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71, 72. So those are combined. I obviously won't take out the yearly subscriptions until they are needed at the beginning of next year. I think I'm going to try and look into a separator or a divider or something in here. I don't want to make a whole new envelope because, as you can see, there's a lot in here already. And I just don't want to stress out my binders any more than I already have. So anyway, we will today skip Verizon, Farmers, which is our car insurance, our car payments. We have a home line of credit and our credit cards today. So those will be the next stuffing. My husband right now is only putting in $50 a month toward his Roth IRA. So we're just going to keep that kind of going for now, and as time goes on, we'll add more to it. But right now we're focused on debt reduction, so we're just going to do that. So we're just going to have 25, and now we have 20, 40, 45, 50. So he is all set to go. And then, like I mentioned, right now we are doing a big debt reduction plan. We're going to do the snowball method. And so we are adding $100 per paycheck to our debt fund. So at the end of the month, we will have an extra $400 just from this envelope to go towards debt. And then we will be adding the additional from utilities to add to that. So that is it for today. So there's 400 there's 300 in there. Let me count it because I haven't gotten my last paycheck. Yes, there is 300 in extra debt today. All right, so that is done for bills for now. Let's go ahead and go to, I would say these are more kind of my cash envelopes. This is what we pull from the most. These are kind of the rotating, revolving envelopes. So we're going to start at the top here and go, my husband and I both have a personal spending fund. So really anything that he wants, he can grab out of here. So today, my husband is getting $20. So we'll add that to his little stack here. And so now he has 100, 20, 30, 31, 32. He's not a big spender, so he has a lot more than I do. Typical. I also get 20 today. Mine is pretty depleted. I've got this really sad 5 in here. I'm going to add 20 to that today and have 25. Had to buy a whole bunch of stuff for my first video today, so that is why that is just gone. Our pets, we do have 2 dogs, 2 golden retrievers, and 3 cats. So they get a little expensive. So they're getting $30 today. 20, 30. So now our pets have 50, 70, 80, 85, 81, 85, 86, 87, 88. So $88 in pets. This is really for, I mean, anything they need. Food, treats, toys, the vet. I need to beef this up for the vet. Anything like that. So, oh, and grooming. Our dogs both really need to be groomed. And then this is kind of my grocery buffer. Right now we're putting, it's $370 between gas and groceries on our account. So, we're not doing it today because we, like I said, we had a little extra buffer, so I just went with it. But I anticipate, you know, when my mother-in-law comes to visit, or, you know, we've got things going on in the summer, we have, you know, cookouts and stuff, I know I'm going to need more than just like my average grocery bill. So I'm beefing this up. I want to have a little bit of extra. I don't want to feel like I can't buy food. So that is getting another 20 today. And so we have a total of 100, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 150. Nice little buffer if we need to go to Sam's Club or Costco or something like that also. And then in gas, I mean, same situation, you know, if we end up needing to take a trip or, you know, we go and do something fun. We live in a pretty small town, so you have to drive really to get anywhere significant. So I like to have a little gas buffer as well. So we have 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 160 in gas. Okay, same for our household expenses. Things just come up, you know, and I'd rather have more than not enough. So we're gonna go ahead and put 20 in here today, and we have 50, 70, 90. Eating out, same scenario. You know, I have 2 kids, and my husband is a big guy. He works out a lot, so he eats a lot. So it's never cheap when we eat out. Really, the eat out money in my envelope is, I'm the only one that works outside the home, so it's for my lunches. It's for, you know, little small things where it's really just kind of me eating. This is more for our family eating out, which we're trying to cut back on, but you know, sometimes I'm hungry and sometimes I really don't want to cook. So we're gonna put 30 in there today and try and build this back up, because especially with DoorDash right now, I mean, it costs you like $60 to eat out lately for a family of 4, so it's atrocious. Miscellaneous today is getting 15. It's kind of one of those oh crap funds that, you know, it happens. So I'd rather have more than nothing. So we have 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27. 27 in miscellaneous. Family fun. I like to go out and do things as a family occasionally. So now we're gonna have 25 in family fun. So we'll add that. I like to keep this in smaller bills. I don't think I'm gonna condense it. I do need a condensing probably at the end of the month. But I think this one is gonna stay small. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 15, 20, 25, 125. So thinking about taking the kids to go to, like, our Croc Center has a really fun water park. So I think we're going to try and do that pretty soon. We're not members anymore. We were for a minute, and we're not anymore. So it's like $12 a kid. It's kind of crazy. And last in this binder is prescriptions. Really, this is actually kind of just budgeted almost like a bill at this point. We pay about $15 a month in prescriptions, so I'm going to put about $5. I'll count that, $5 a paycheck in here just to kind of beef it up a little bit. So we have $10 in there. All right, and that is the end of our black binder, is what I call it. Next is kind of our long-term savings kind of binder. So things that are just going to take us a lot longer to beef up where we want to be. A lot of these have goal amounts. So I don't know what I'm going to do when I hit those goals. We'll kind of see and kind of go from there. So travel. We are originally from the West Coast, so since we moved to the Midwest, it costs a lot more money to travel, especially for a family of 4. So we want to kind of beef up this envelope so that, you know, we don't have to pay on our credit cards to go visit family. So today that is getting $20. It's a priority, but it's not my biggest priority. So thanks to our tax return, we have quite a bit of money in here. So this is a little $500 placeholder. So 500, 600, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 235, 240. So plus 500 is 730. Did I do that right? Why am I guessing myself? 150, 70, 90, 210, 220, 225, 230 plus 5 is 730. Yep. Okay. So that's making it's decent. It's gonna cost us about $2,000 just in flights to get back to where we're from. So it's priority. It's not the biggest. We've already pretty much said we're not going anywhere this year. Sorry, everybody. Car maintenance. This would include any repairs, our deductible. This would also include our registration. It's not separated out right now. It's kind of just a free-for-all in this envelope, but as it gets more, I think I'll designate it a little bit more. So it's getting $20 today. So we have 500, 600, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80. So 680. Again, it's a priority. It's not my biggest priority. Our cars are in pretty good working order right now. I think my registration is due in September this year, so not a huge deal. I think we'll be all right. Medical. This one I did actually have to take some out recently, so it's a little clear. Medical is getting 25. We do have health insurance, but you know, you can never be too safe with medical bills and things like that. So today we have 525. We have boys, so I'm just waiting for that first really big emergency bill. Dental also. We do have dental insurance, but my oldest son is autistic, and so he does not handle dental well. So anytime that he has to have some kind of dental work done, he has to be put under. So it's a big bill, and I don't enjoy it. So for a while we just had medical, and I said, well, that's kind of dumb. Let's separate them out so that way we have, you know, one of each. And so this is a pretty new envelope, so there's only $25 in it, but it's getting another 25 today. So look at that, we doubled it. That's pretty exciting. So now we have 20, 40, 45, 50. So this one will be probably a median priority right now as we get those going. Home renovations. This one is higher on our priority list. Our house is not old by any means. I think it was built in the early 90s, but it has a lot of DIY things that we need to fix from the previous homeowner. So we need a new front door, we need a new back door. we need to replace some like insulation down in the basement type thing. So we have a lot of projects that we would like to do to this house. So we are working slowly and surely on this one. So we are going to add another 25. Here we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 420, 440, 445, 450. We actually recently had an electrician come in, so I had to take some money out of this. I was real bummed. So in our emergency fund, we do have the $1,000 recommended in here, but I'm gonna keep going. My goal for this long term is 500 right now. I'm sure as things go on and debt is paid off a little bit more, that will increase, but as of right now, it's 5,000. So we have 1,000, 100, 200, 50, 70, and I need to put the 50 in. So now we have 1,000, 100, 200, 250, 300, 320. So now we have 1,320 in emergency. Pretty happy with the progress we've made there. All right, a new camper. Right now we have a little pop-up camper, and it's great. It's been good to us, but one of my coworkers actually is talking about selling his not like full camper, but like a freestanding camper that you don't have to crank up and down. We're kind of new to the camping thing, but my kids love it, and my coworker and friend, they have like a permanent site down at a little lake around town, and so we have a lot of fun going and hanging out with them, and so we'd like something that is a little less work for setup and tear down and stuff. So we're thinking of doing that, and if we sell ours, I think it'll be more or less a straight across. Might have to dip into this a little bit, but not too much. So in the meantime, we're just gonna keep beefing this thing up, and if it works out and we can buy his camper, great. If not, then we'll keep saving this and we'll get something maybe next year, wherever. So anyway, new camper now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 455, 520, 525. So that's really exciting to hit that 500 mark on that. Tech for new phones, I need a new laptop. My son broke mine. It still works, but the screen is like, it's got a big black line through it. So we need to get a new one. This is not a high priority for me. Like I said, my laptop still works. Our phones work great right now. So this is just kind of whenever we need it. So we're only going to add 10 today. Let's see. So we have 500, 6, 620, 630, 640, 645, 650. There's supposed to be a big windstorm today, so if you guys hear some wind blowing, I'm sorry. We're skipping month ahead. I think there's about 400 and something in here. I kind of use this as my bank a little bit when I need cash, like change for our black binder. So I'm not going to count it right now. I think that there's just under 500, but it's all really small bills. So this is my 2 month ahead envelope. So we're just going to leave that for now. Oh, 482. That's why I keep these. 482 in there. Moms, this envelope, I just started this kind of recently. My husband and I both lost our dads over the last couple years. And we're both very, very close to our mothers. My mom moved to the Midwest with us, but my husband's mom is still in the West Coast. So we both decided that we wanted to just start a small fund, just in case something happened, if they needed assistance with anything, or heaven forbid down the road, things like funeral costs and stuff. We want to be able to help support them like they support us, because they are both amazing, amazing women. So again, not a big priority, but something just to think about and put a little bit of money toward every month. So moms right now have 20, 25, 30, 31. This envelope is also like, tends to be like if I have an odd number of bills, so I'll put a random amount in there. So like there's, I think one day I put $6 in there. So it's kind of what that one is. So that is the end of my teal binder, or turquoise binder. And then, like I mentioned, I had 2 kids. I felt like it was easier just to give them their own binder. So these are for my boys. I got their names on here, sorry. So my oldest, like I said, is autistic, so he is a ham. And right now, honestly, they're getting the same amount, unless they do chores, and then they get to put more money in their envelope. So Harrison today is getting $10. And this envelope really is just like a general savings for them. So it has 100, 10, 20, 25, 26. So just general savings, just something to add as we go along. But they also have a college fund. Not sure, kind of where Harrison will be. He's a pretty high functioning on the spectrum, but who knows? Who knows? And this is not necessarily college. This could be, kind of any kind of trade school, and whatever they want to do with it, honestly, is fine by me. But I wanted to have something separate for post-high school education if they choose. So Harrison is also going to get 10 in his college fund. So now they have 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52. 152 in Harrison's college. So Benson is my youngest. He is 6. He is also going to get 10. So he's the one that does chores, so he has a little bit more than his brother does. So he has 100, 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So 131. He gave me $5 out of his little Minecraft wallet the other day to put in here so that it didn't get lost. Pretty cute. And then he also gets 10 for his college. So he has 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, just like Harrison. And then Christmas, I keep a separate envelope for them for Christmas and birthdays. Obviously, they are our focus on those on Christmas. So they are getting $20. My goal right now, I think, is $500. Even $500 feels like way too much. We really want to focus on kind of more experiences versus toys and tech and stuff like that. So we'll see. But right now we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 170. So, I mean, it's only March. We got 170. We're not bad. So we'll keep plugging away at that one. Clothes, I assume this is just kind of if they need it, and for, school clothes and stuff, and come the end of summer. So we'll see. My mom really likes to shop, so she tends to actually buy them a lot of clothes. So we're pretty thankful. We don't really have to buy them that much. So shout out to thanks mom for that. So today now we have 50, 55, 56, 57, 58 in clothes, which is not very much, but like I said, we'll kind of deal with that when we come to it. Birthdays, we keep it separate from our birthdays. My goal right now is about $200 per kid. I'm mostly just thinking about presents at this point. Benson's birthday is in the summer and Harrison's until almost the end of the year. So most of this is pretty much just for Benson at this point. So they are getting $10 in this account. So we have 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 114. Oops. And then sports, we're kind of still in the stage of we're discovering what we want to do. Benson right now is about to start soccer, so his fees are paid, but I'm pretty sure he's going to need new cleats this year, so I'm going to probably take out of that for this, or take out of this for the new cleats. So sports right now is just getting 10. I think we have plenty in here to buy little boy cleats, so hopefully it's enough. I think his shins and shin guards and everything should be fine from last year. So now we have 100, 10, 15. And school fees, this my thought is just kind of like for school pictures and any kind of field trip fees or anything that they need. So it's only getting 5. Not a big priority for me. So 20, 40, 45, 50, 55. Technically not even enough for both of their school pictures at this point. So we'll have to get that one going before school starts next year. All right, so that is done for the boys. And lastly, this is a new binder for me. This is kind of my miscellaneous, everything else that didn't fit into a category the way that I wanted it to. Like I mentioned, my husband is a bit of a gym rat. No, he hates that. He very much likes to work out. He has done a lot of powerlifting competitions. He loves to work out. So we have a little gym in our basement, and so we don't put a lot in his gym equipment. We kind of made the deal that if he sells equipment, he can put it in here to buy new equipment, but depending on our paychecks, if we've got a little bit extra, I'm going to go ahead and put some in there. So he's getting $5 today. Who knows what he wants to buy? Leave that up to him. He has 100, 20, 40, 45. He actually sold a squat belt or something the other day for $40. He got to add some money to that. He was pretty excited. Resin, I do some resin crafts. I have an Etsy and stuff for it. So same scenario, if I get sales, I get to put it in here unless I have like a little bit of extra, like his gym. So it's a pretty good trade-off. So I'm gonna add 5 to that today, and I have 120, 25, 26. Once we started really trying to save money, I stopped all like marketing and stuff on there, and I haven't really made a whole lot lately. So this is pretty dry. There hasn't been a whole lot lately, which is okay. And then birthdays, like I said, I separate this out. So this is really for me and my husband, our moms, my mom's long-term boyfriend, who lives with her. So really kind of just more immediate family. Oops, sorry. And so we're going to put 10 in there today. So we have 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. So that's exciting. We don't really have any birthdays coming up. I think the next birthday we have is at the end of July. So we've got some time to beef this up. Christmas, again, same people, just separate from the boys so that, you know, we don't dip into things that we wanted to buy for them. So we're going to put another 10 in there today. Nothing crazy. So we'll put 100, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. So 150. I think that's doing pretty good. I'm not a huge gift giver. So that's looking pretty dang good for what we typically spend on each other and everything. Mother's and Father's Day, obviously this is coming up. This is a big deal, like I said. Both of our dads have passed away, but we are very close to our moms. And then obviously Hogan gets to be the main Father's Day, and we also get something for my mom's boyfriend. So we'll add 10 to that today. So this has 50, 60, 65, 70. We don't do anything big, but I want to just do something a little bit. So, and then our anniversary, this is a new envelope. Our 10-year anniversary is this year, and so this is not enough. So I'm going to start kind of beefing this one up quite a bit. So adding 10 to that one today, I now have 20. I have way too much money in here. Oh, I haven't done my wallet yet. That's why. Jeez. Okay. Gifts. This is miscellaneous gifts. Obviously, we have friends back on the East Coast or the West Coast that we left. So I like to, get friends birthday presents and stuff. We have friends here too. So that just has, no. There we go. I wanted a 10. Now it has 15 in there. Just kind of little silly gag gifts. So put gifts in there. And then I'm not contributing to this today. I think this is going to end up being just from rollover from my wallet. And then if I find star notes or I have unique bills in here, I like to put them in here, but I don't keep track of it. So that's just kind of a random one, like I said. And then lastly, we're going to fill my wallet. So I mentioned that the $40 that was from here is going to, that stayed in our account. So ignore that. This is my little wallet that I have. I gotta take my change out too. I forgot to do that. Let me get this all together real quick. We have a lot more change today than I typically do. Okay, so I'm gonna put that here. I'm trying not to get my. Okay, so I'm gonna little change purse here, and then so I'm going to put $10 for spending. So I'll put that in there. I don't really. If you can hear my husband deadlifting, I'm really sorry. Hear that big clang. I don't stick super firm to these categories. I kind of am all over the place with it, but I like to kind of assign it different things. So I'm gonna do $60 for eating out. Again, this is, if the kids want McDonald's one day, it's, a cheap, or I just don't want to eat the lunch I've packed for work. I'll put that in there. And then household, it's 20. So separate that out into a 10 and 2 5s. And then that should do it. That gives me, I guess, technically not a zero-based budget because I do have that $40 technically, but it's good enough, guys. And so thank you everybody for watching. I'm gonna probably post these every 2 weeks. No, every week because we get paid alternately right now. So I'll try and keep that schedule going and adjust our budget to fit that. Right now this is working really well for us, but things can be adjusted and things can change. Nothing has to be set in stone. We got to make it work for us. So everybody, thank you again. If you could find it in your hearts to click subscribe, like and comment on the video, I would really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.